Come and breathe on us.
What's wrong?
Turning the volume up. Turning the volume. Hey y'all. It's your one person on. Or should I say, hey you? Hey you. I can't say y'all yet. So hey you. Spirit ring. Oh, who give me them hearts? You on yet? Oh, somebody. Friday night. For real. No, look, don't come in this live trying to pump me up. Don't come up in here trying to pump me up. Thank you, though. Not thanks. Aw. Thank you. You go, girl. Oh, she like this person. Well, he or she like orange hearts. I like yellow hearts. It's showing one person on. One person liked. That one person that's on is the person who liked. Thank you. Can you hear me like clear? Okay. Okay, thank you. Because my Wi-Fi has been acting crazy. And it's just been a hot mess. A hot mess. So 3 people on, 2 people liked. Okay. Okay. God bless y'all. Even to the demon seeds that's coming on. To the evil doers, God bless y'all. God bless y'all. I ain't a near bit of hate in my body. Y'all, God bless y'all. I may not like y'all, but God bless y'all. It's showing me 3 people on. That is great. I know it's more than 3 people on. I know it's more than 3 people on.
It says 16.
Oh, it says 16. Oh, well, hi, y'all. Hi. The new improved Shanika. I lost some weight. Look, y'all. I lost some weight. These pants is loose. I lost a few pounds. I told y'all by my 50th birthday. By my 50th birthday, I'm trying to lose 50. 50 and 50. 50 by 50. 50 by 50. But, hey guys. I feel good. Feel great. As always, I'm blessed. Highly favored. Yeah. Oh, my black cheeks gone, y'all. I got on makeup now. I got on makeup now, but my black cheeks are gone. Did I tell you? I think I did tell them in my last live what I used. But I had bought some Zoe cream. You pass that to me for me so I can show them how I look. It really works, y'all. I'm not gonna, y'all know I ain't gonna give y'all nothing that, I ain't gonna tell y'all about nothing that don't work. This right here, Zoe, it really works. Get y'all some. My black cheeks are gone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wear no makeup tomorrow. I got on makeup today because I went to a funeral. I'm gonna wear no makeup tomorrow, so y'all can see. And I got on makeup now. Plus, right here, I be putting on like dark, like to make my cheeks go like that. See, so you ain't gonna be able to see it because there's makeup. But this stuff right here, get y'all some. It took my black spots right on away, my little dark cheeks. And get y'all some in y'all life, y'all. But how is everybody? Oh, it's showing 22 people on and only 2 likes. That's terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible. Only 2 likes with 24 people on. Y'all ready for the snow? I hope, let me tell y'all, I don't want it to snow. I don't want it to snow. If y'all know my times on Twitter, when I used to be on Twitter morning, noon, and night, I love Twitter. I can't stand it now. But in my days of being on Twitter, y'all know I love sunshine. I don't like when it rains. I don't like when it snows. The snow that we getting, I hope we don't get it. I hope we don't get it, y'all. But if it's God's will. Then I seen something on social media today where they said the government, where they said the government planning this storm. This day and time, I don't put nothing past them. The stuff that I be like, the stuff that be popping up in my face on here, I don't put nothing past them. But nonetheless, I hope it does not snow. Because when you think about it, I mean, I know people, for the kids, when I was a kid, of course, I wish I would, I wish it would snow and stuff. But it's just put people behind, I just don't like. I love when people outside moving, going to work, social. I just don't want it to snow because that means everybody gonna be in the house. But whatever, I'm ready for it. I went to the market yesterday and today, so I'm ready for it. Whatever. And then I went to the Dollar Tree and got me some little little things. I like to put things together, and I had bought this vase. Now let me tell y'all something. I tell you, my times on Twitter. I'm telling y'all, I used to put everything on Twitter, y'all, back in the day. My time, but it was all fun, y'all know. Y'all, it's still up. Flowers and Jelly. Y'all can go look. Nothing bad, nothing, evil. I was always just me, my personality, upbeat, fun, wishing people well, just having fun. And I used to always talk about I love the Dollar Tree. So I go to the Dollar Tree and I go to the Goodwill. And I was looking for this vase because I brought me another yellow chair. Remember the yellow leather chair I used to sit in? Well, which I still have. It's right here. But that was specifically for me. And it's like everybody knew when you come over, don't sit in my yellow chair. Everybody just starts sitting in it. So I brought another one, and I wanted a vase to sit next to it. And I'm gonna keep this yellow chair right here. Y'all seen this yellow chair in my life. Y'all seen this chair in my life. If y'all been following me since day one, I sat in a gray chair on some of my lives. Now they may be, I think some of them still up. Where I sat right here. And so yeah, I had went to the Goodwill to get this vase, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Don't sleep on the Goodwill. I love the Goodwill. Every picture in this mirror right here, $10. I got this about 15 years ago from the Goodwill. The in the kitchen, that picture that I be in front of, that picture is like $400. Got it from the Goodwill for $15. Let me tell you, I looked up the painting, the name. That picture is $3.99. Blew my mind. So it's safe to say every picture, every mirror, and I just got like pictures and mirrors hanging up. Every one of them that's hanging up on my wall is from the Goodwill from years ago. You know, I used to go to the Goodwill many years ago, and that's what keep me. It just keep me occupied. I enjoy it. So I got this vase that when my yellow chair comes, it's on its way. They say it'll be here by the 29th. I'm going to just cover it every single day. When I get up out my chair, I'm going to cover my chair with like a sheet or something. So make sure nobody sit in my chair. And I want like a vase. I saw it on like Wayfair. You know how they showed like when I was looking for the chair, it was this vase next to it for like decorations. And I want to recreate it. I'm good with recreating stuff. One day I'm gonna give y'all just a tour. Y'all will be shocked at the things I will take from the Goodwill and make it. But yeah, that's what I love doing. So I'm ready for that. I went to the Dollar Tree and got some stuff that I want to go in that vase. And I'm gonna do a side by side. So I'm gonna show y'all what was on Wayfair and how I decorated. But yeah, y'all, don't sleep on the Goodwill. Do not sleep on the Goodwill. And first thing everybody say, where you get that mirror from? The Goodwill. The Goodwill. Yes, the Goodwill. Somebody gave that away. Even a painting, the picture is not a painting, but like I told y'all, the picture, I forget the name of the person, the painter. It's not a painted picture, but the artist, I guess. Yeah, the artist. And that picture over there costs $3.99. When you look it up, I forget the name, but yeah, it's a really expensive picture. You got it for under $20. So yeah, all my pictures and my mirrors I got from the Goodwill, and you will be shocked. You will be amazed. So that's what I'm gonna do one day. Probably do a video of it when I show y'all the before and the after of the vase I brought. So yeah, and if it snows, that's what I'm ready to do. And but I hope it don't, guys. I don't want it to snow. Don't snow. No. And I'm gonna replant some of my plants, my house plants. So I'm gonna replant those. So I'm ready. If it snow, I'm ready. I don't want it to snow, but if it snow, I'm ready. And the reason why, y'all, I'm behind in my living room because when I was on my live, when I was in Philly, and I was talking to y'all about my therapist, she suggested that, you know, I show the viewers more of my personality. So that's why I'm behind in this area, in my front room area. And she was like, show them your personality, show them the things you like to do, and do videos about that. Y'all, did I do it? Y'all know I didn't. Y'all know I didn't. But I was like, that was a good idea. So that's why I'm right here, because she wants me to show y'all my personality, other parts of me, the different parts of me. And yeah. So I hope all is well. I wasn't gonna go live today, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go live today because as you guys know that I'm, you know, being stalked and followed and harassed, and like I told y'all, so many things that I don't tell y'all, right? And so many things that I don't tell y'all, but the reason why I'm coming here to talk to y'all and to, you know, just to be open with y'all, because it was something that I didn't want to discuss. But so remember I told y'all about my uncle, right? And I know they on and they know. Let me tell y'all something. I'm sure they know everything about me. Why, I don't know. Why I'm so interested, and why they're so interested in me. But yeah, they know everything about me. Everything about, my phone calls, everything. People, I don't even like talking on the phone anymore, y'all. The echo in the phone be so horrible. I be like, you know what? I'm gonna call you back. That's how crazy it is. But anyway, I just wanted to share it with you guys. So remember my uncle that I told you about. So October the 28th, I'll never forget, he called me get me out of here. I can't take it no more in this assisted living. You know, she feeding us once a day, and my uncle was blind. You know, I said was, so y'all gonna, you know, you kind of figure where I'm going with it. Um, so he was like, get me out of here. I cannot take it no more. She keep feeding us. You know, he fell on a step one day and was in the hospital, and he just told me, so on the 28th, he was telling me everything. He said, when I fell on the step, wasn't nobody in here with us. She leaves, there's 3 men, and there was 3 men, him and 2 other guys. He said, elderlies, and he said, you know, they leave me in this house all by myself, me and the 2 men, and they don't come back they leave at 7. The last person leave at 7, come back 7 in the morning. That's how he fell on the step. But whatever. I got my uncle on the 28th, October the 28th. And I told y'all, I even did a live how she was just so mean and just nasty and just was like, I'm not giving him nothing. I'm not giving you anything, you know, his cards, his identification, everything she kept. Okay, no problem. And he says, just get me out there. And I was like, all right, let me call around to see if some people can take you because I can't do it. I cannot do it. I said, so let me just take you, make some phone calls, see if somebody will take you. One of my nephews, right? My oldest son, my oldest brother, God bless his soul, my oldest brother, son. He was like, yeah, I'll take him. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all, because he, 34, he's still young. He, you know, whatever. 2 weeks, and I even told y'all about it. 2 weeks later, he was like, Neek, I can't do it, you know, I can't do it. And I was the one who took him out of the assisted living. And it's like, what do I do? He calling his kids, telling them that, you know, he being abused there. They didn't do nothing. He called me and was like, I'm being abused. I couldn't hang up the phone and be like, you know, but it's safe to say if my nephew said he couldn't have took him, I would have just washed my hands, right? So 2 weeks, he here. Because it's like my nephew said, I can't do it. And I was like, okay, I get you every year, Christmas and Thanksgiving. If he in wherever he at, if before he became blind, when he was with his girlfriend for many years, I would go over there and pick him up. The last 2 years he was in the assisted living, picked him up every year. You know, he was here or wherever I was at, right? Always here. And so I said, okay, Unc, it's, you know, the holidays are here. It's November, December. I'm going to keep you. I'm gonna keep you, but in the meantime, I'm gonna find you another assisted living because I can't do it. Like, I don't even take care of my mother right now. I can't, you know, she can be here, you know, home alone and do her thing and be chilling and, you know, still use the stove and all that. So I was just like, I can't do it. So the 2 months he was here, everybody love coming over here. All my, you know, aunts love coming, wherever I'm at, you know, they love being around me. So gave him the best 2 months of his life. He got to learn the house really quick. He smoked cigarettes, so he would go smoke when he want. Like, it got to the point where he was going in the basement, going to the bathroom by himself. I brought him a blind stick from Amazon. He wasn't even using that. So the 2 months it was winding down. I was like, oh, you know, it's getting ready to be January. You know, like, you know, I'm gonna put you in assisted living. Call one of your kids, see if they just come get you. None of them. I'm busy. I can't do it right now. I'm this, I'm that. He had 5 children. All of them said no. And my thing is this. My uncle, when you hear that story, they've been through trauma too. So it's like, yeah, he wasn't the best dad, but I mean, really, like, come on. He made it up to the grandkids before he went blind. And he was just, you know, as he gotten older, he was just being in their lives, trying to make it up to them. But everybody just turned, you know, turned the blind eye and just ignored him. So, January rolls around. Me and because I was trying to call Sister Livings, nobody would take him because he's blind, right? So I'm like, I'm calling his doctor, and his doctor said she won't be able to help me until January to act, you know, the New Year's and stuff. And we found him an assistant living. Well, not me, because it was hard for me to do that, but my brother, one of my brothers did, right? One of my oldest brothers, not one of my twins, but one of my older brothers, found him assistant living. And the first Monday, God is good. I'm like, yes, you ready going to assistant living? She know my brother, you know, like, and then you got a cell phone, you in your right frame of mind, you can call me, because, you know, let's be clear, 2 whole months I'm taking care of him. Man, him became so tight, right? And you know, every morning I make sure, you know, he had his you know, he liked his coffee. I fed him 3 times. They gave him whatever his heart desired. He'll wake up, I gotta taste of some you know, steak fish. I got him steak fish, whatever his heart desired, right? And he said the whole thing, this is a living. For the last 2 years, he was eating nothing but oodles, the noodles. And then the owner of the assistant living had like young girls coming, 17, 18. They wasn't really, you know, but whatever. And so we was all excited. January 1st came around. I'll never forget. I came in because I had worked a double. So I came in and he was, you know, every time he hear me, he'd be like, is that neat? And he'd come from the basement, and he sat and had his coffee, and I, you know, talked to him before I went to sleep, showered and went to sleep. And he was just like, I thank you for everything. He said, I'm so happy that, you know, y'all found me a place. He said, you know, I'm so happy y'all found me a place. He said, I would rather stay with you. I said, but Uncle Jim, I cannot do it. I told you I did. He was like, yeah, but it's just, I'm blind. You know, I trust you. You know, when I give him his medicine, he just pop him in his mouth. He said, now I got to learn people again and start learning to feel my medicines and know what I'm taking, because I don't know. I mean, I'm like, oh my goodness, Uncle Jim, please don't do this to me. We already agreed that you can go. I mean, you can stay here for the 2 months, and then in January you gotta go. We got you a good place. Boom, he agreed. Okay, we had a talk. I said, Uncle Jim, you know, I'm still gonna be around. The 3rd came around, right? So January 3rd came around, and he had got his check or whatever, and he still had his card and all that. So he says to me and my brother, one of my oldest brothers, because he was helping me with him a lot. He'd come around, help go to the store for him and stuff like that. He said, where so-and-so, which was my cousin, right? Where is so-and-so? How's she doing? I said, she doing fine. You know, I wouldn't mind going to see her. I said, really? I said, okay. I said, you have to. I said, okay, remember. So we called them, and he said, tell her, can I come for the weekend? Tell her, can I come down there for the weekend? She said, sure. You know, sure. I haven't seen Uncle June. You know, we called him Uncle June. I haven't seen Uncle June in so long. Sure, he can come for the weekend. Goes over her house for the weekend, and guys, I kept him for 2 months, lived his best life. 2 days, he died. How in the world he died in 2 days? Y'all. And yes, he was already, you know, passed away when I came to y'all, you know, when my last live, I came to y'all, my last live, and he was already passed away, and I wasn't going to tell y'all, but the reason why I told y'all this, I mean, because Let me tell y'all something. When I first came to y'all with my first, I'm so proud of it. When I first came to y'all, my first live 10/10/24, like 2 weeks later, my dad died. My dad, So, I never told y'all. But yeah, so he's in a better place now. I'm like, so, his funeral was today. And it's so crazy because I was like, do you got any insurance, life insurance? He was like, no. I was like, all right, I'm going to get you some starting in January. When I tell you God is so good, I'm like, this the smallest little things, guys. God is so good. Could you imagine if I would have got him that insurance? I would have been in. Y'all know they would have thought me and my cousin came together to conspire to, you know what I mean? It's like I would have been under investigations. I mean, even though still, I didn't have anything to do with his death or whatever, but could you imagine? I'm like so happy. And it's unfortunate that he didn't have insurance, but his children came together and his childhood friends and the family, we came together and put, the monies up and stuff. It definitely took a family effort and friends and stuff like that. But I'm like, could you imagine? I just that little thing, I'm just so happy. Because think about it. I'm getting insurance because my uncle said he don't have insurance, and me get it and then he go over there. Just say if I would have got it in December and he went over there in January. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that, it's so unfortunate that he didn't have insurance, life insurance, but I'm so happy that I didn't get it. Because they definitely would have investigated me. As soon as I got him insurance, a month later, he passed away. So, my uncle's resting. The funeral was today. Of course, it was a lot of, all month, it was animosity, with the cousin who, and again, that's not his child. It was animosity with the cousin who, he went over there and died. But, I'm like, come on, me and her the same age. It's like that irresponsible. Yeah, guys. So I went to a funeral. I went to my uncle's funeral today, but I was just like, and the reason why I'm telling y'all, because I'm being followed, I'm being watched closely. Phones, I've been told y'all my phone's tapped. Don't know why. Don't know why I'm being followed. But yeah. So that is that on that, and so that's why I came to tell y'all, because they know. It's so funny because I was getting all types of people was calling me, acting like they this, that, and the third. I'm like, how do you even get my number? Like, people was calling me, can I speak and saying my uncle real name? I'm like, I never gave y'all my number. Who are you? And they was acting like they was just all types of people. Not everybody but his doctor, right? But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. But I will say, and then of course it's the guilt. Like his kids felt, the daughter, his oldest, he only got one daughter. Well, his oldest daughter fell in my arms and just cried. I'm like, it's too late for all that, because I even said, call your daughter one last time and see if you can take him. Her husband don't like my uncle, so she didn't want nothing to do with him, because she had him before. And she didn't want nothing to do with him, and was like, it's crazy. But needless to say, everybody was, a lot of animosity until a funeral. And everybody seen everybody. Everybody just loved doing it, everybody. And just, just loved doing each other. And after the funeral, everybody went over my cousin's house. One of my cousins, she swears she a dude. They went over her house, and I came back here, guys. And I spent time with my mother and my oldest aunt. So remember I tell y'all I got an oldest aunt that I'm real close with. Well, she's my favorite aunt. And yeah, so they came back here, and I just wanted to be around them. And I put on their oldie but goodies, and I enjoyed them. Everybody was calling me, "We having fun." I'm like, so I'm having fun. I'm content. I'm content, right? But and I just love hearing the good old songs, the oldie but goodies that they was playing, and well, I was playing for them, and they reminiscing. I enjoyed it. So while everybody else was down at my cousin's house, I was here enjoying my time with my mother and my aunt. Which, yeah, they up there. They up there. So, yep, that's how my day went. And my uncle is resting, and he always would wake up screaming, calling his mother. He'd be like, "Ma," and my mother, I'd be like, "Why you keep calling Ma?" He was like, "Oh, I keep having dreams about it. I don't know why." That's so crazy. Life is crazy. But my uncle is resting now, and just love on your family, man. You know, oh man. And I just was looking in a funeral, like at everybody, like the times that we had, and it's just like, you know, we keep coming together doing a funeral. It's crazy. But every face I looked at, I just thought about a good memory, and you couldn't help but to, because we just had so much fun growing up. But yeah. But yeah, guys, but I'm here, and I am here. I'm here. Yeah, but what else? What else I want to talk to y'all about? Oh, y'all waiting to hear my intro? Y'all waiting to hear my new intro? I'm working on a video. Oh, and just before, and what took me so long to come on live is because I have recorded. So what I want to do is of course, show my face when I'm showing my footage or whatever. And so me talking just like this. So what I was recording was a video just like this, and I was I'm gonna show y'all the footage. So I'm like this, and it's gonna be in a corner of, and just showing like day to day. And I remember, like I told y'all the last time I was on live, and I was like, look y'all, and you couldn't see, like, let me tell y'all, all these people, Instagram, YouTube, all of them is in cahoots together, because the freaking helicopter was right there hovering, just floating, just watching me, right? And I was trying to zoom in, and I'm like, y'all saw it. When I went back to play it, you didn't see anything. I'm like, they kept popping the live back out. Like, as I zoom in, I'm thinking it showed me it was zoomed in on, you know, here, but when I watched it back, it would pop back out. Go watch it. So that day, because I was going to get my last, colon hydro cleanse. So that day, I recorded them all day. And like I told y'all, sometimes I record them all day. Y'all gonna see. So that's the first video I'm gonna show y'all, because don't play with me. And I know a lot of y'all like, how in the world is it a helicopter like all hours of the day? And y'all even saw it on my live in real time. Y'all saw it. But yes, in real time, during the day, during the night, all hours of the day, I'm getting followed. And it's crazy. Like, I'm so used to it. But yes, I'm ready to show my footage. And so that's what I was doing today. Just doing videos of different clips, like different days. Like, every video is different. And yeah, every video is different, guys. So I'm just ready to show it. And it's kind of crazy because, of course, I thought about like everything I could think of. Who could it be? Why me? And like, what's going on, right? And I even thought about, like, wait a minute, was this when I was the whole, that whole, 4 years ago when all that happened, and Old Face Yo, you know, was making, you know, what you call them, videos and skits and stuff of stuff I tweet. I told you I stayed on Twitter, right? But and sometimes I like with this happening, right? And now it's like I can be driving like, okay, I don't see them around. Then I look up, they like far away, like standing still. And then when I look over at them, they can just imagine 10 blocks over, right? They will be there and can see me in a. I'm telling y'all, something is not right. Something is not right. The fact that this helicopter, and they watching, they can be 10 blocks over. And I just look, then they just speed off. Now, I showed y'all many videos of here, many shorts here of how they'd just be standing still and then, you know, they'd just see, you know, get a view of me and then they'd just, you know, fly away. But they doing that from a distance. So it's like now I'm starting to say, is it even them? Was it even the industry that sent them? Or was it, and let me tell y'all, I've been facing talking to God. I've been in my own little world. Or was it that happened, right? So God can get my attention to sit me down for these 4 years, 5 years. To silence me, to keep the get me still, to sit me down, because remember when all that was going on, I was going off on, you know, Twitter, and you know, y'all was there from that time, y'all know. But I was still very busy. But they said I was bored. I was in a house. I was miserable because I'm always tweeting. You can't be. Mind you, I got a phone in my hand right now, like between my legs. But you gotta be bored and you gotta be miserable because you always on. And I'm like, and I was starting to believe that. I'm like, but wait a minute, how they know I'm on Twitter a lot if they not on Twitter a lot, right? So I'm like, but I'm starting to think like that all that happened for a reason, to sit me down, to so God can get my attention and say, look, this is what's happening. Was it been going on or what? Like, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But you know, this is my life. This is my life. And I also think about, oh, you know what? I did write a note. I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. So yeah, so I'm on it, yeah. I'm on a and I already told y'all why I'm not trying, guys. I'm not a show offer. This was my therapist idea. She wanted me to show different parts of my personality, and you know, this is, you know, when somebody decorate a home, that's their personality. This couch I had for like the last 6 years. I like leather, anything when dealing with the living room, because you know, people, y'all know, I already told you about how I am with so when people catch buses, MTA buses, to come and visit me, or dirty cars, I don't like dirty cars. I like for people to feel comfortable. I don't like all that glass, and I mean, you got the glass on the walls, but glass, everything. I like, or cushion. No, you sit, you relax. If you coming from the bus, I can wipe the chair off when you leave, but you will never know. Well, people who know me know. But I like for people to be comfortable. I like, as soon as you come, just turn on the TV, and that's just me. So I'm not trying to show off. It was my therapy idea to you know, because with this going on with me, it has been for years, right? I guess she just want people to just see who am I, like how I'm living, you know. And she even told me, a video, and I said I was going to, she been told me this, and I said, you know, I was going to be doing it all month, ain't do nothing. She even told me just do day to day, or what I do when I'm in the house, and, you know, how long I, you know, me cooking, and how long I just sit and read and all this stuff. She wanted me to do all that. So it's not like I'm trying to show off. This was her idea. Show them your personalities. You know, and like I said, I'm going to show y'all, and, you know, my pictures. I'm not showing off they freaking Goodwill pictures. I just want y'all to see this is what you can get when you go to the Goodwill, but go all the way out, right? Don't go to the one in the hood. You gotta go to the one all the way out. Like when I used to go, I haven't been in a while. When I used to go like drive 3 hours like in Bethesda, Maryland, right? That's where all the good stuff is. Yeah, so I'm not trying to show off. Like next time I come to y'all, remember I used to record at this big old acrylic table. I might start recording there again. I love that table, by the way. That's like my favorite item out of all my furnitures. I love that. I like to keep it clean, but I might start recording there. I got a yellow chair that's on its way. I still got my leather yellow chair, but the chair that I got on its way is not leather, so that's why I gotta make sure nobody sit in my cushiony chairs, cause just the thought, I can't wipe that off with, you know, alcohol wipe. And that's why, if y'all watch my live, my brother came with a box. That's why he be bringing me boxes of alcohol wipes, because I can wipe the leather down, I can wipe the kitchen table, kitchen chairs, countertops. The alcohol wipes are good for my hands. So yeah, so every time I come on live, I'll show y'all different parts of my personality. And another thing she told me to do, start looking like something, you know, putting on clothes. I didn't show y'all the real me, how I'm, and this is, you know, I didn't wear this to the funeral. I wore these jeans to the funeral. I wore like a long sweater to my uncle's funeral today, but, you know, she told me to start, you know, looking like something, you know, getting in front of the world looking like something. I showed y'all my t-shirts, my lounge shirts, and, you know, around the house, the real me, you know. So just show them the other side. Show them, your followers, the other side of you, you know. So, and this is why I'm going to start having on clothes. And I understand, but I'm not going to tell you, you know, you can't, you know, when you see your therapist, you can't, I'm not still seeing her. This was that one time when I told y'all, last time I did my live when I went to when I was in Philly, and I talked to her that one time, but we was on the phone for a long time. So I won't tell you why she said it, but yeah. So yeah, guys, it boosts confidence. Yeah, but I mean, but I also when I'm coming to you guys live at the kitchen table with a t-shirt on and what I wear around the house and no makeup, I still feel confident, because that's me. That's me in my true form. So I see what you're saying. I mean, yeah, when, you know, because I'm thinking about back in the day when I used to go out a lot and put on the clothes and the makeup, and I'm ready, you know, and I feel good, you know. So I see where you're coming from, but I look at it like this: me coming to y'all at my kitchen table with a t-shirt on, sweatpants, bleach stains and all that, sweatpants made bleach stains and stuff. I still feel confident. I mean, it's me. I had this is me for all my life. So, but I see what you're saying. Thank you for your comment. Yeah, guys. So, hopefully, because it's the video I recorded before this is not long at all. I'm just dying to show y'all I wasn't crazy when I was live, and I was like, look, y'all, and I'm sure a lot of people that caught the live late went back and said, wait a minute, what is she talking about? It's no airplane right there. Like, I'm going to show y'all them following me on that day, and y'all know, again, every video I post on here already or our post is not the same. It's not the same. Okay? So that's why I make sure I show the dates and I make sure I show the times because it's not the same. And since my live 10/10/24, nothing has changed. And you guys know, if it wasn't for what's going on with me today, I still don't understand it, guys. It's so crazy. I still don't understand it. If y'all think I'm gonna cry, I'm not. But I think I'm all cried out. But no, because I still be crying to God. I cry to God. I'm just trying to figure out what's this all about. And so when I came to y'all 10/10/24, I was just I went back. I don't even like watching that live, right? I don't like watching that live. I was coming off of being gone for all these years. And again, you guys would not even, I would not, wait, what time is, I'd be watching a Golden Girl somewhere. I would not, if it wasn't for what's going on with me, y'all would not see me. And I also want to say this, it's not, when I say I was done with social media, right? Guys, you have to understand, this channel, what y'all looking at right now, was a natural hair channel. I remember I cut all the perm off my hair. I started it, Natural 85 was so inspiring. I started this hair channel many years ago. So when you go and see that it was since 2000, I think 14, 15 or something like that, 16, 2016, my first breakup, right? Had to do something to occupy my mind. So I wanted to go natural. Natural 85, I was watching all the time, like I'm going natural. I cut my hair on, I started this channel. And when I tell y'all, it was so many videos of me. Y'all think y'all saw me in rare form be at the kitchen table. What? Man, those are some ghetto videos. But one day, I was, again, my first video, I still got it up. It's still, it's just private. My first video, we always a fan of Wendy Williams, and she, pretty much calling Blue Ivy ugly without saying it, right? She said she looked better with makeup. When I tell y'all, I came on here and I went in. And I'm going in, right? And remember, I had a mouth on me. So I even tagged Wendy Williams, and I remember tagging Blue Ivy's mother. And that video did so well. I was like, oh, I want to do this. But I still wasn't in the fact of thinking about a big YouTuber, right? And I even told y'all when I didn't know nothing about editing and nothing. And I remember, it wasn't too many black people on black, girls on YouTube. And I remember I used to watch Lovely T, and I told y'all that I was I don't like her, and I'm not saying I hate her or anything. I just I don't feel like she's a good person, and y'all can say what y'all want about Tasha K, and no, don't watch her. But if I had to choose, it would definitely be Tasha K. Because I remember, I'll never forget, Lovely T, she didn't even have 200K subscribers. She didn't even have 100K. I don't even think she got her first plaque yet, right? She was promoting. I used to watch her, and she was promoting, guys, I'm trying to make money. I do editing on the side. If you want your videos to be edited, hit me up. Hit with a link. Still got that email. That's my first ever email. You're going to email address. You always keep your first email address. Even when I still use it now, they're like, how long you had this email address? You only got one number in your email address. So I remember hitting her up, right? Hit her up, no response, right? No response. I'm like, well, Dad, she said she will. I said, hey, I'm new to this. I don't know how to edit. I would like to, get into the videos for I would like to get into, this more, and how do you edit? I mean, how much you charge to edit? Because that's what she was promoting. Nothing. She did not respond. I'm like, one of those. One of those. That's why I say, let me tell you something. God see fit, I'll be 50 years old this year. Every skin folk is not kinfolk. You got some women out here. You got some women out here. And I ain't even talking about, black and who. I'm talking about black period, black and race. That they just want to level up. And I wasn't even looking at the longevity of it. I was still, just getting out of a relationship, and we just broke up because I went back to him so many times. But that was my first breakup. I'm just trying to, thought I would just get into this. But still not thinking of the longevity of it. If you would have told me that this would become where I'm sitting here saying, guys, I'm getting followed, I would not believe you. I would not. So, and I remember Armand. Y'all know I'm a fan of Armand. Even though he be, I don't agree with him for a lot of stuff. Like I told y'all, I don't agree with him when he was talking about, Cardi B body is banging, because a lot of gay people look like that. A lot of gay men like the flamboyancy of, them women, because that's who they imitate. But even, and when he was talking about when Jess Hilarious called, said she don't look like, I said, you know what, I gotta keep my peace. I said, I'm not gonna do a video on it. When she said she don't look like Tasha K, like, girl, and again, I'm not a fan of Tasha. I'm not. Like I said, when I say I'm not a fan of her, I don't watch her. But, when you hear things, and I said, just tell her, when these people get money, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. When they get money, they just forget where they come from. And I'm not saying, she forgetting she come from Baltimore, because if you don't know, Jess not from Baltimore. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people like to claim Baltimore, and I'm like, okay, well, what's the big deal? I mean, if you're from the county, you're from the county. If you're from Woodlawn, you're from Woodlawn. But she's not from Baltimore. But, I mean, I guess Woodlawn and Baltimore is so close, but whatever. Yeah. So for her to say that, it really hurted me, because I was rooting for Jess. I don't watch the Breakfast Club no more. I've been stopped watching that even before the other one left the show or whatever. But like, why? Like, why do you lovely Tasha K is not ugly at all, and you want to say she a crackhead? Like, you can say a lot of things about Tasha K. Crackhead, no. I mean, really? I said, these people, when they get to that fame, when they get that money, they just, I guess, go crazy. It's just, I don't understand it. I'm like, wow, oh my God. I just be like, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, I would tell Jess, don't forget where you come from. Don't get in that studio with, what's his name? That messy one. They always say, therapy, and it's Charlamagne, just as messy as they come. He is a drama queen. I can look like, he loved messiness. Even when that whole back and forth with them two girls, they said it was him the one wanting it to be like he just messy. But I would tell Jess, don't get in that studio with that crowd, or you got your check now, money rolling in, and forget where you come from, wherever you come from. Because, I mean, somebody even said she's from Philly. I don't know, but she's not from Baltimore. Of course, now everybody know her. But, just don't, I would just tell her, don't forget where you come from. Don't get this money and want to talk down on people. I hate that. Why do people do that? I've never been around people who did it. I mean, back in the 80s and 90s, everybody had money in the hood, but it's just nobody put nobody down. I don't know why this day and time people do that. How does that make them feel? I would not be able to sleep at night. I know I'm calling, just being mean to somebody for no reason, calling them broken bums and like I used to call you a B in a minute, you know, like every curse word, MF and whore, did it, but you broke, you bum, you cranky. Nobody look like that bum. Like, oh God, my God. But anyways, yeah. So when Armand said that, um, so he was talking about that, right? And said Cardi B can't talk because she had all these surgeries, which is right, you know, like because Cardi B called Tasha ugly too, right? And I mean, people forget where they come from. People forgetting how they used to look. And let's be real. Remember, I told y'all in so many of my videos, I work in the hospital. I've talked to surgeons. I've talked to 9 times out of 10, a lot of them said, well, a lot of doctors, surgeons said, most likely 9 times out of 10, when that person, after they get all that surgery and rearrange their face, and we see this whole new face, when they look in the mirror, they still see, when Cardi B look in the mirror, she still see her teeth going that way. She still see her nose and all that. She don't see that beauty, and that's why go back and constantly get work done, because it is never enough. And remember, I even told y'all. The girl Gorilla. She was going. I got a short out. I said, this is not. Oh, she got her nose done. I said, I hope she don't do it again. I hope she just stop. But I said it. This once they do it, that's it. They constantly keep going back. Now this girl looking like a whole new person. Ooh, what they say, never trust somebody. I seen where somebody said about Dawn, never trust somebody who, because when she was saying, you know, trying to make it seem like she ain't had nothing to do with Q being, you know, in with Diddy when it came to drugging Q, and somebody said, never trust a woman who changed her whole face, changed her whole identity, or something funny. But that's what I think about Gorilla. But yeah, but then Armand went on to say, back to Armand, so he went on to say, you know, Cardi was, you know, Cardi is, Cardi can't talk. But then he went on to say, Megan is beautiful. Oh yeah, Megan is beautiful. And naming all these people. It's like he named everybody, I mean, just you know, just so happened he named everybody that I put on the Malcolm X skit, who taught you to hate yourself, right? And I'm like, well, he naming all these people who's beautiful. Megan is beautiful. This is what he's saying, right? I'm like, did he know Megan changed her whole face too? So I'm like, come on, Omar. But then I said, it goes back to what I said. You cannot, when it comes to gays, when regular women, you can't listen to what they say when it comes to us regular women. I told y'all that in my live in my video when I did the butt how awful Cardi B butt looked like. Ugh. So yeah, again, but so yeah, guys. So when and the reason why I talk about all my Wiggins, because taking it back to Lovely T, I remember in Armand Wiggins' earlier days, he was saying that happened with him with Lovely T. He hit Lovely T up before Tasha K. He hit Lovely T up and was like, could you mentor me? Now again, I did not hit nobody up and ask nobody for no mentor. That wasn't where my head was at. I wasn't even thinking about being a YouTuber or none of that. So he hit Lovely T up and said, hey, can you mentor me? She never responded to him. When he got a video on it. He said when he started getting a name for himself and started growing and his channel started blowing up, she emailed him back, oh, I never saw this email. And he was like, you lying. Yes, you did. You saw that email. So he even said, you know, when it comes to Lovely T, he really don't matter of fact, I got that in my phone, and my, like, not this phone, not the phone I'm on now, not this phone, but my other phone. I recorded him saying that because I was going to do before all this came about and me coming back, I was going to do a video. Because mind you, I hit Lovely T up in 2016, you know, and because she was promoting, not because I want her to mentor me. My email clearly said, hey, I see where in your videos you say you promote editing, you do editing on the side, and you charge YouTubers how much you would charge me to edit my videos because I don't know how to do it. And please nothing. And again, that's what Alma Wiggins said he did to her. So he was just saying how much he don't really rock with her like that. He respect her and he still talk to her. He said, but you know, he had that underline. He remembered that when she ignored that email, but then tried to acknowledge him once he got his name. So again, everybody's skinfolk ain't kinfolk, and I do not like. Ever since then, I was like, yeah. But moving along. So again, guys, I would not be here. This thing would not be this right here. Y'all wasn't gonna see me no more. And what I was saying before I got into that, when I said I was gonna give this, I wasn't gonna come back. I was gonna let my videos be. I was gonna let my videos do its thing, and I knew people stealing from me, you know, taking my whole, like literally my whole video. I even hit this girl up, my time of silence. I was like, and you know, I wasn't even on social media. I was like, you taking my whole, and she just started popping up on my algorithm. She know who she is, because me, I was going back and forth, right? I don't think she's somebody y'all know. She had this whole, whatever, I don't know. But I'm not gonna put her out there. But she, even now, what I just do? Who taught you to hate yourself? She did a whole video. Do black women hate themselves because they getting nose jobs? And this girl, she look cuckoo. I ain't even gonna tell y'all her name. She look cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? But she got a little in there. She got 200 some K followers or whatever. But yeah, I said you keep. This was years ago. I first hit her up and said, you literally took my whole video. She was doing, every time I do a video about Drake, she'll do a video about Drake. Dude, Drake would, like, literally would take my arguments and everything, right? And she's a black woman, right? And I'm like, you really, and it her channel just started popping up on my algorithms. Never seen this girl a day in my life. This is about 2000, when she first started popping up, my time of silence. So I would say 2023, like 2022, 2023. I'm like, this is the title I got. And I click on it, same thing. She took my hair video, same concept, took pictures out of it, like literally. And just even to today, right now, I did the video with Tony Braxton. The video, because I got two Who Told You to Hate Yourself with the Malcolm X, right, voice. When I did the one with Tony Braxton, here come her video, pops up for a suggestion. She did it like 3 days later after I did that short. That girl, if she ain't real, God bless her, God bless her. But if she watches, she know who she is, because me and her was going back and forth 50 times. I said, you literally taking my videos. I said, okay, I'm going to take your video. I'm going to take your whole concept. Watch. You stay tuned. But I just was like, whatever, and let it go. And like every video I did about Drake, she'd do a whole video on the same thing. I'm like, literally, she got about 6 videos of my whole concept. I mean, not whole concept. Every video I done, she redid each video. It's like 6 of them, but she say she don't know what I'm talking about. So, but where was I? So yeah, I wasn't even gonna come back. I was gonna let everybody do them, take my little arguments. It was even one girl said, a year ago, she got a video. I told y'all, and let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all don't know. Umar Johnson is a narcissist. I'm like, wait a minute. And I watched the video. I'm like, I literally, she watched my video. But she trying to make her viewers know that she just came up with this. I did that video about 6 years ago. But I was going to let this channel do what it did, because I can keep going, right? I was gonna let this channel do what it do, and I was just done. And when I was saying done, guys, because I was not thinking about no, like, it's not that I'm a failure. Oh, she gave up. No, I didn't give up. This is not real. What y'all looking at is not real. I said if I gave up on life and I'm not going to work, I'm just done. And no, this is not real. So when people be like, because I'm not a quitter, I'm gonna keep going on this channel and this is not a real place. So when I say I was done with that, because here in the real world, and this is two different things. So if I'm constantly telling people, I'm used to people, me saying, oh, you look nice. And they say, oh, thank you. I'm not used to, me giving compliments and, compliments and people rejecting them. I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to all the rejection, like I tell you all the time, I cannot make this up, in the real world. Neek is loved. So on here, I'm like, who want to stay on here? So you turn it off. So that's why it's not like I'm a failure or no, it's not. People really think this is real. It's not. It's an illusion. This is not a real place. I'm telling you. I wish I can, like. I know people, right? Right. Got checks by their name and real big. I would say they not a celebrity, but they real big on here, right? In real life, and everybody love them. Everybody love them. They throw on the nice clothes, the fancy clothes, the $1,000 bags, but in the real world, right? That whore, that slut, nobody respect her. So this is what I'm saying. I know the difference. But, everybody love on here, but in the real world. So I just know the difference. And I'm saying all that to say, it's not that I'm a quitter, because I said, this is not my livelihood. I never said, okay, I want to be a big YouTuber one day. No, it was a lot of things, like I told y'all, the first video, Beyonce, and I was like, wow, this did really good. This did better than my video. Oh, and people agreed with me. People said, oh my goodness, I was wondering that too. I was thinking that too. Like, she talking down on, and every time somebody say something that I'm like, did somebody just say this? Nobody's saying this. Like, they not saying, like, nobody say nothing when Drake messed with a white woman or whatever. But when Bobby Shmurda did it, oh, he hate himself. Oh, nobody said black women ain't really doing this. So that's when I would come and just like, no, stop. Yeah, I can't believe nobody's saying it. So, and that's how I do my videos. And you may not see me for 2 months, 3 months, and then of course Umar, he was just like, ugh. And and what made me start doing videos on him, because, well, now people take him for a joke, but back then, like, when coworkers would literally argue with me, get loud with me, I'm like, they not really seeing it what I'm seeing. So that's how those videos came about. And it was just like, and like I told y'all, after I thought about it, I was like, I did get on my channel, so they may be watching. Hey y'all, if y'all watching. But I would get my channel after I do the video, and then they'd just be like, nothing they could say. They'd be like, she right. You couldn't argue with me once I would, send them the Umar videos in a group text or whatever. And though I don't speak to those, they were just co-workers, And I mean, 2 of us hung out a few times, but life goes on and everybody just go their own way. But yeah, so it wasn't like I was just done. I was just gonna stay in the real world where everybody love me, right? And so I just wanted to say that, and I would not have came back if this was going on. So when I came 10/10/24, I just, like I said, that video, I don't even like looking at, because I was just coming off, it was just a lot. And like I said, I was trying to pray it away. I'm like, this is really, like, what is going on in my Like, I know this is not going on what I'm seeing. And guys, again, it's on here before the air helicopters and stuff. It was cars. Always follow me. I told y'all they drove me off the road. Like, oh my goodness, y'all. I mean, it's just so crazy to be telling y'all this, right? But I just did not know what is going on. Mm. It's just like, I'm like, what is that was me. I was just about speaking, y'all. I just didn't know what was going on, and I'm like,
I thought she was going to cry.
oh no, I don't think I. And like I said, I still do cry, but it's with God. But and I was just trying to cry, pray it away those 4 years. And again, I have one of my twin brothers. I got 30 years, and I just promised him. And again, 30, I know it sounds crazy. First thing people, well, who the hell he killed? None of my brothers killed anyone. Again, I told y'all, my brother was, trauma, a lot of trauma. Remember, he would take my beating, so he would get it the worst, right? And I love all my brothers the same, even though I talk about my dark skinned one, saying he my favorite brother. It's no reason why. And look, his twin, I got him home, paid all the money to get him home. So all of them is my favorite. It's just what the dark skinned one. So with my dark skinned brother, right, growing up, right, in that house, childhood home where we, was treated so mean, he was the one that got it the worst when it came. And I know you might say, well, wait a minute, the lighter, because they called him salt and pepper. They twins, but one light, one dark. The light skinned one, he was getting beat to the blood. He was getting beat to the blood because he was taking my beatings, and like, okay, you want to take your sister beatings, okay, you gonna get beat until I see blood. But with the dark skinned one, he never could come out, right? My brother never could go outside. Like he treated him the worst. So, and I know it sounds crazy because the other one got beat to blood, but it's you'll understand it. So, and because he looked just like my father, right? And this man was scared of my father and didn't like my father, of course. So, with the dark skinned one, he never can come out. Now I'm the girl, right? I'm the girl, the youngest in the house, and I would be in the house playing with my dolls and stuff by myself. So I always found myself in the room with him. So I'd go and check on him and things like that. And we'd just be talking for hours. And he always, I can't wait till I get big. I can't wait till I get big. I'm getting out of this house. And, and I'm just combing my dog head, just listening. So that's how he became my favorite. And then over the years, we just stayed close. And we would just talk for hours. Even when he was married, if you watch one of my lives, when I said his wife would call me and him Dumb and Dumber. Fun times. But she was just one of them ones you couldn't tell her nothing, right? But fun times. But yeah, so even when he became married, like we was just like always on the phone. Yo, what you doing? Not yo. And he didn't want to be telling me. Let me tell you, I was a big, huge fan of Real Housewives, the whole franchise. One day, every time I call him, he never, normally he'd be on the phone with me talking for hours, right? And around that time when the whole franchise came out, like, I'm watching Real Housewives. I'm like, what is this movie? He said, you need to stay in the house. That's when I never could keep still. He said, you need to stay in the house and watch it, yo. You gonna love it. These some rich bees. He said they don't got nothing to do but just fight. Me and his favorite was Real Housewives of Orange County, right? But he the one got me into that. And yeah, but we used to be on the phone for hours. And so yeah, that's how he my favorite. All my brothers, I love them dearly. Like one of my oldest brothers is my daughter favorite uncle, and you would think my favorite brother would be her favorite uncle, but all of them is love. Love, love, love. I love him to death.
Yeah,
But
I know where you say that. He everybody's favorite uncle when they kids. So I don't know why he
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah. And that's the one that don't have no kids, and everybody in the family, all the kids love him. But yeah. So and that's the one that would come and help me with my uncle. God bless his soul. But so yeah, that's why he my favorite. So again, around that time, guys, my brother again, he never killed no one. Again, I told y'all, he was one of those ones that just, a lot of frustration. Didn't know, like for all of us, didn't know where it came from, and he would go something that only supposed to have been 5 to 10 years, 30 years. That's how he act in that courtroom. Like everybody had it out. Every judge in Baltimore City had it out. He couldn't get in front of no judge. Like they wanted him. Like you keep this, like in so many words, And then of course it's not fair. The system not fair. Look what they doing over here, right? So like one of those. Okay, you disrespecting us, and people laughing, and people laughing in the audience. And we the judge. Okay, we gonna show you. Because he would just like go off, like, right? And just do, spit. But he was young, right? And so something that's supposed to have been 5, 10 years was 30 years. Again, none of my brothers killed nobody. And I just was like, I'm going to get you out. I'm going to get you out. And let me tell you, that was some hard earned money. That it wasn't no fast money. I did a lot, even on my days of Twitter, when I stayed on Twitter. You could probably go on there and punch it up. I used to always talk about working 2 full-time jobs. 2 full-time jobs. I mean, it was just a lot of, it was work, hard earned working money. And I got my brother the lawyer. Around that time, again, wasn't gonna come back. I wasn't. I was just trying to figure out, and even though I didn't write nobody yet, I wrote like a news lady. That was it, and I didn't write nobody yet till I told y'all my story, and that's when I read, when I'm saying write anybody, like the DC and the big people, right? And I just wrote some news people, right? And one person sent me back, hit me back, and never responded after that. But um, when I paid my brother lawyer, that took me 5 years to pay. A lot of money, right? And got a second job. 11 to 7. I used to always be, and that's why I seemed like I was always on Twitter, because even when I was at my night job, Twitter, I loved it, right? I don't like it no more. I'm sorry, but I used to love it, and I used to always talk about I'm at work and going to work. I was grinding. So of course, when you paying a lawyer, they making it seem like, yes, he's gonna get out, but then after I finished paying her, she was like, oh, I don't know. I talked to the judges. They really don't like your brother. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh, like, why didn't you tell me that when I paid you all this money over 5 years, and you telling me it's a no-go? And he had 10 more years to back up. And I just was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? All this money went down the drain. I could have I could do so many things left and right. And I just started praying. In the midst of all this going on with me, nobody knew. Nobody at the time, I ain't even talking about doing. Nobody knew. Just me and God. Like, what is happening? Of course, whoever sent them, right? Like, what is this? What is happening? People drive me off the road getting boxes. I mean, one time it was boxes. My whole front door was full of just boxes, right? And my thing is, I called the mail company, like, y'all knew these boxes, but well, let me finish my story. I called the mail company, like, y'all knew these boxes was empty boxes. Why would y'all pile up all these boxes? But they said their job is to deliver the boxes. They don't feel it and see if anything in it. It was empty boxes, and I told y'all seen where somebody sent me anal stick, like whatever that is. I didn't even open it. Y'all know poop and all that, right? So all this was going on, nobody knew. I'm like, what is going on? And a lot of other things I didn't tell y'all. The week I had promoted it and said I'm live 10/10/24. Oh my good, when I tell y'all the phone calls, and I swear to y'all guys, when I would pick up my phone, it was two young girls on the phone, well, two female voices. They would constantly call. They would call me around 3 and 4 in the morning. And I'm like, well, God, what is that? Is it a different, like, I'm asleep. Why they keep calling me this time of morning? Every night up into me coming live, and it would be always unavailable, and I would change my voice, hello, and they'd be like, listen at it, talking about hello, and then they both start laughing. Listen at you, I mean, and I would just hang up real quick because I'm like, okay, who is this part? These, it would be two girls would call me every night, 3, 4 in the morning, up until I already promoted, hey guys, I'm coming back, 10/10/24, I'm coming back. I didn't tell y'all that part. So yeah, so it's a lot of things. It's like two girls will call me every night, 3, 4 in the morning. Was it a different time? Like, was it morning in that time? Because they sound like they was up and perky and laughing, and the other person was just, it was crazy. But back to what I was saying, and so I start praying. Like, God, please don't have me to waste this money. Don't have me, my brother, to be in jail. Like, he be getting ready to be 50. You know, at the time, he was ready to be 50. I said, my brother get ready to turn 50. God, please don't have him. And I'm already talking to God about this, right? So my relationship kind of got really close because, like, when I shut this down, social media, I got close with God. Like, I got close with God. And this is another thing why I'm saying, well, did that happen for me to be still, for me to get close with him, for him to show me this? Like, it's crazy, guys. But in the midst of me, all that going on, and I'm like, God, what's going on? What is this? Is this my life, right? And then in that time, again, I want to say, I said it before and I'm saying it again, nobody cut me off. Nobody cut me off. Like, my family, they probably still partying down my cousin's house now for the repassing. I could have been right there. I did not want to go. I cut everything. Like, because it was just, this is shocking to me. This is new to me. Like, what's going on? So I don't want nobody to be a part of it. And it's just like, and nobody, friends, family, nobody doing anything illegal. No immigrants, nothing. Nobody from, So, in the midst of all that, I'm like, God, the only thing I can do, like, oh my goodness, I have to fast. I have to fast because, God, I really got to get your attention. All this money, and it wasn't even about the money. It was just like, my brother, I cannot think that my brother would have spent his 50th birthday in jail. I just couldn't. I'm like, God, please, no. But he did, right? And I'm like, God, and so I was just fast, and I meditated a lot, but really fast. Like, I would fast like for 24 hours and just constantly fast. When I fast, I got even closer. Like, in the midst of all this, guys, I swear to y'all, again, everything I tell y'all in my live 10/10/24 is the same. I did not ask God to stop cussing. Nowhere in my prayer. Nowhere. I was a cursing sister. I thought my words would get you just from cursing, right? But no, it just all stopped. Like, I got really close with God. I mean, faster, right? Didn't ask for curse. It just stopped. Like, people start noticing, like, and in the midst of me praying for my brother, like, God, please give my brother a second chance. Like, my brother been locked up more than he been home. He been juvenile life, all that, right? So I'm like, he very calm now. He gets it. Like, God, please. And I was fasting, and I truly believe that fasting brought my brother home. Let me tell y'all the beautiful thing about it. Let me tell you, that fasting is the one did it. So what happened? My brother been locked up for 20 years, right? 20 years. You know, he pretty much was state property. Don't y'all know a summons comes in the mail? A summons comes in the mail. A regular court summons. His name on it. I said, well, what in the world is this? My brother called me every single day. Right? And I said, you got a summons in the mail. He said, a summons? Don't know summons case. I'm locked up. I'm state property. What the summons doing coming there? I said, a summons here. He said, for real? He said, you know, I was going to say the lawyer name. He said, does she know? I said, I don't know. I'm going to call her. I called her. She said, a summons? Take a picture of it and send it to me. Because, you know, I was texting her. She said, this is crazy. First of all, I'm his lawyer. You know, if anything's going on, it comes through me. I didn't do no work. She pretty much saying she didn't do no work yet because she told me the plan she was going to do and send it over to the court, you know, the plan. I forget the lawyer names and stuff and titles and stuff, but she was going to send that over to the lawyer's office, I mean the courts, and see what, and she was saying, I'm telling you, they not gonna approve it, but okay, we're gonna try for this 504, 506, whatever that stuff is. I don't know, y'all. But a summons came in the mail, came for, he got a court date, right? So she said, I've never heard nothing like this. I don't, in so many words, she didn't believe me, send it to me. I sent it to her, my brother still shocked, like telling other people, and yo, you know, he in the jail, like, yo, you ever heard of something? He's like, no, you've been locked up. Why is something going to you? It should have went to your lawyer. And furthermore, they should have just told you a court date, or you should have known something. He said, well, and the lawyer said, well, yep, that's his summons. I guess he go to court. He went to court. Everybody was shocked. His lawyer ain't know. His lawyer ain't know about this summons. The judge said, I was just going through cases, looking through cases. This judge never been up in front of him. He said, and I saw that, mind you, I faced about 5-6 times, right? He said, mind you, I saw that you got all this time for something that you should have did 5 years for. You know, that's not right. If God be the glory. He said, and I just wanted to meet you because they shouldn't have gave you all this time. And I see the transcripts and I seen that you was, but why didn't they offer you, you know, to see a psychiatrist, to see a therapist, to see, you know, go in a mental hospital? Why did they put you in jail all these years for just because you were acting out in court, right? That's how it went. The lawyer ain't had to fight, to do no argument. He said, you know what? 10 years waived. Because remember, he was locked up for, he had 10 more years to do. Gave back his 10 years. That judge, you ain't going to tell me that there's no God. You're not going to tell me that there is no God. The lawyer did not even know. She's like, what is a summons? She shouldn't have got no summons. You get locked up for days, been on the streets for 20 years. What is summons doing it? She said, yeah, it's a summons. Well, she felt stupid. Like, ain't nobody tell me nothing. I didn't know nothing. I'm going to call the courts tomorrow and see what's going on. But she said, yep, that's a summons. And that's how it went. That judge said he was just going through people's charts and seeing where, and said, you know what? And then he said he saw where he got a lawyer. So, you know, like, what's going on? He already got a lawyer because it's in his chart, you know, even though she wasn't really doing nothing and working because, you know, she a female and that male dominated, and I guess she was just going by what they were saying. I guess it was meant like that. It was meant like that. And then, of course, we had to get up and, you know, his family had to come and talk, and y'all know I was crying. I was crying. I couldn't even get nothing out. I was like, please give my brother one more chance. And I also told them how, you know, about our trauma, and that really helped too. And yeah, and I told they was like, well, what you do to channel your trauma? I say I love plants. I love in the morning Um, and I guess it was, like I told y'all, it wasn't as worse for me. Yeah, he was an evil man, but my brothers got it the worst. But even, me just being a little girl witnessing what my brothers went through by that monster, and me too, I did not tell y'all the half, okay? But I told the judge, I love looking at plants. I since I started taking care of myself, like buying my own stuff, I like to have fresh flowers in my face wherever I go. Like, it's like I told y'all in many of my lives, I have a thing of fresh flowers. I get them ordered. I like fresh flowers so much, and wherever I go, if I'm like when I'm looking at my flowers right now. When I'm ready to go to bed, I'll take my flowers up with me, set them on my tape, and I just like being around fresh flowers. That's just very therapeutic for me. Candles, y'all know I'm not into that sage stuff, but candles, I like smelling good candles, and that's how I, challenge my childhood. That's how I stay sane and and get through, because they wanted to know, like they wanted to talk to us. How do you channel? How do all of us channel it, right? So so we all had to get up and talk. So that was a blessing, and it wasn't nobody but God. Look at that! I paid that little y'all that money, and she didn't even do anything for her. But of course, I don't care. She can have it. He on, right? So in the midst of that, guys, so I'm gonna hurry up. This is already an hour and 30 minutes. So in the midst of that, me, fasting, something just kept saying, go back on live. Go back on social media. Go back on social media. Tell your story. Tell what's happening to y'all. Could y'all understand? Could y'all can't imagine how that just like, first thing I said, no, are you God? No, I didn't say are you crazy, but I'm like, God, no, it's not me. That's not my life. It's not who I represent. I represent happiness. Everybody love being around me. Never negative. I'm the one people call you. Come on over. Come on over. You guarantee you gonna forget about it. That why you with me. I'm like, this is not. I can't do this to the world. He just kept putting it on me. Come, go back. Tell your lie. Tell your story. Tell your story. Tell what's going on with you. It just kept. Mind you, it's quiet. I'm away from social media. Then when I was like, okay, I came to the conclusion that, okay, I'm going to go back on live. And around that time when I said, okay, and I'm reading to myself, just being alone, like nobody, like I wasn't even being around my daughter, my mother. I would just always be by myself, right? And they understood, they knew something was changing, something was going on with me. And guys, I'm not perfect. Of course I still curse, of course I'm not perfect, it don't flow, but I say, maybe 2-3 curse words a week, whatever. Sometimes I don't, sometimes, but I'm just saying I'm not perfect, but and then it's so crazy because in the midst of me saying I don't want to, in the midst of me saying I'm coming back, right? I already agree. Okay, God, I'm gonna come back. I told my daughter. She said, "Are you serious, man? I was wanting you to come back, but I was like, my mother's so stubborn. She ain't gonna come back. She a Taurus. Taurus is a little stubborn. She ain't gonna come back." So she said, "I'm so glad. I was saying I want you to come back on your channel." And by then she already knew. I did tell her about what's going on and stuff. And then I started. It's so crazy. I was everything Moses. It's so crazy. Everything Moses. Documentaries, of course the movies, reading it in the Bible. Still don't know why, but I just was every day. I would, like, oh my goodness, I would go to sleep. Oh my goodness, I can't wake up. Tomorrow I'm gonna watch this. Okay, I found this. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. So I would have everything else lined up for, the documentary. I just wanted to know more about him, dive into him for some strange reason. So, needless to say, here I am, guys, and still to this day, since 10/10/24, and I will say this, it's this white lady on here, right? And she on Instagram. Somebody sent me her page and was like, look, she's being followed too. I'm not going to say her name, but I don't believe her. I don't believe her. And the reason why I would have believed her if it was for this one thing, and y'all may know who I'm talking about. I believe she's working for the government and she's collecting, y'all, she's saying this, she got a whole donation, donate to me while I, fight this and see why they're following me and what this is all about. The reason why I don't believe that, when I went and checked her out, I went all the way down to her first video. Her first introduction was 2 days after I went live. So I went live 10/10/24. She started her first page. Just something not right about that. And I'm not going to say this person's name, but she's getting a lot of attention, right? I believe the government sent her. And you guys got to understand, the government is wicked, man. The government is wicked, man. I don't know why our government is like this. Why? Every other country is not like, they out for their own people. But I believe she was sent by the government just to shake things up. Who is this black girl? It couldn't, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, that it's really happening to me. And let's shake things up. Let's confuse people. And hers is not the helicopters and the airplanes. Hers is being followed. And then she go to people in the gym. You're watching me. You're watching this person right here. They're watching me. I'm like, girl, if you don't leave the people alone, I don't believe it. So if y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't believe she's a tall white woman with blonde hair. I believe she works for the government because only. She came out 2 days later. After I first came out, I was the first one, guys. Just think, all these people that came out. You hear about Candace Owens. Candace Owens telling it's a helicopter, an airplane. I said, guys, it's an airplane too. I just don't like to get deep into that, because with them, and though I have many of them, I even did lives of me zooming into them. The difference with, and I know it's them, even when I go out, Virginia Beach, remember here on Virginia Beach, I showed y'all that helicopter that came close in my window. It was an airplane too that came really close to my window. Really, and I think they trying to put fear in me. It's so crazy, but I got it. Just imagine me, this big old airplane just sitting. It's crazy, guys. I know. I need to just show y'all and just stop talking about that part, but whatever. But I was the first one telling y'all this stuff. It's airplanes. It's helicopters. I even told y'all, look at the girl from Jay-Z and them camp. Her daughter, Desiree Perez. I even said, guys, she even came forth and said Desiree Perez and them, Rock Nation, installed something in her computer and was watching her. I even said, guys, I got a whole video on here. Guys, I was the first one that told y'all all this stuff, so y'all know I'm not like, guys. I was a huge fan of Jay-Z, of course. I got Tidal. I canceled my, I wasn't even with Apple then. I forget who I was with. I canceled that, got Tidal. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is all of this, why is it taking up all this data? Y'all, if y'all didn't check it out. Creep me out. I'm like, that is creepy. Then when I called them, I literally have an email from them. Oh, that's from you watching videos. I'm like, is they really telling me something that I know I'm not doing? And all that data, that's not no videos. I said, I don't watch videos on Tidal. I said, I listen to music. I said, could you send me what you're downloading? Show me that they have videos. No response. That was the last email I sent to Tidal. It's on here. If y'all knew, watch it and check y'all data. If y'all with Tidal, check Title, check your data. It was 10. That's what made me, when I looked at all my apps, it was killing me. It was like, my mind was blown. Like, it was downloading everything. Could you imagine what they all got? Could you imagine? And they still didn't respond. So I was the first one, and I don't think, Desiree Perez's daughter said how, they downloaded, what they downloaded it. But I was the first one, came to y'all and said, guys, I didn't tell y'all my story. I don't think it was in 10/10/24, but it was a few, like a month or two later when I did that video about title. I was the first one that told y'all that. I was the first one who told y'all, guys, I did this on 10/10/24. Guys, it was this whole fake page of my nephew. And then this before I even left Twitter. Now again, not only was with the whole, the showing love and everybody's like, I don't want to love you. And now my therapist, if y'all didn't watch my last live, watch it. My therapist told me it all made sense. Everything just come together. It just came together so smoothly, right? But not my most recent live, but the live before that. When I got on a black jacket. So, yeah, I told y'all guys, not only that, when I was quiet, like when I was just, okay, I'm done with social media, I was still on before I shut it down, before I shut social media down. I just go on my Twitter. Again, Twitter was my favorite place. My nephew don't have no Twitter, let alone an Instagram, Facebook. What he doing on Twitter? Face on there. Guys, and girl, it is not going to be no positive. They're going to see you with your little pink robe and you walk past here.
I got the candle on upstairs.
I blew it out. I ain't going to be long. There's no way for my daughter to walk past just for shit that y'all, if they, okay, you want to cover it? I'm gonna just cover it, guys.
I got it. Okay.
Oh, okay. That you can't see it. That's good.
Shout out to Mickey D's.
Oh, she put McDonald tissue on there.
Okay, you can pull it off.
He's so ghetto, right? So, again, guys, my nephew, the one I take care of, boom. I goes on my Twitter. I'm like, what is this? A whole page with a whole page with my nephew's face on there. Mind you, I didn't fully get rid of it yet. I didn't fully shut it down yet. I just stopped. I think my last tweet was a retweet at the time. And I just stopped saying stuff. I stopped reposting stuff, but I was still getting on there seeing what, people, just seeing people talk about Twitter was my favorite place. And this is why I like the Twitter, because I love seeing what people think, versus on Instagram seeing how people look, that fake image, when really like their lives is, But, so, Twitter was my favorite place. And I'm like, yo, then when I stroll, I'm like, this page like the page was full of trans. Then they had my nephew face. I think I told y'all the name and everything. Haven't been on there since 10/10/24. So I don't know if they still use my nephew face. But I wrote, so many people wrote, and my nephew was like, please take care of that for me. And it was telling me I had to upload his ID and stuff. I'm like, but this is not his page. This is my page. This is a fake page, but he don't have a page. So how can they pretty much wanted him to do it himself, but he didn't have a page. So I had to write these people like certified mail, and it was crazy. And the page was liking nothing but trans. And then on top of that, they were fussing with people, Baltimore rappers. Like this person with my nephew's face said, I'll kill you, nigga. I'll kill you. That wasn't no mouse. Mouses don't come. Mouses, I know y'all seen me on my live before, but mouses don't come all the way in here. They just stay in the kitchen, right? But yeah, so I'm like I'm writing Twitter a professional letter, like they threaten these people. And my nephew, with my nephew face, he's from Baltimore, and they literally have Baltimore, Maryland. Don't you know they ain't do nothing but change it to DMV? Kept my, I was like, okay, something is not right. I said, God, and I just started praying because I'm like, they really trying to get me to go pray. Nothing I'm saying now that I didn't say 10, 10, 24. Everything is still the same, guys. If y'all know every live that I privated or they took down or they made short or it's still up, if y'all been watching me from day one, y'all know my story stays the same. And don't worry, this is more like a 10, 10, 20, 10, 10, 24 update. Y'all, the next video is going to be just starting. I'm going to just start showing everything. I just want to give a little update from when I came to y'all over a year ago. So just to say it's still the same, still going on, got worse. It's crazy, but so yeah, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like they really made a page of just trying. I was like, God, and so you see why I had to just constantly keep a close relationship with God, right? And because I'm like, my nephew, like really, like, and when I showed my nephew, he said, this is a picture of an old picture of me that I took like years ago. I forget what years. I did tell y'all the years on my first live, but I forget now. He said, but this is an old picture I took of at a barber shop. He said, so how did they get a man? That's just but whatever. But I don't know if that page still up. I don't know if they still using my nephew. I just haven't checked. Then they had all these and the header, the main picture. The header had guns and weed, and then that person would post pictures of real guns and drugs and money, but never would show the face right. So whoever was running this page, well, my nephew, and I was just, So you see why I say just a part of me feeling like I don't know, guys. I don't know why I say it, but this is what's going on. And then I told y'all about my went away again. This before I even said I was, you still having a relationship with God and talking to God and trying to pray it away, but I wasn't facing yet. And my brother, the dark skin one, was like, yo, I want to make, you know what I wouldn't mind doing? I was like, okay, I can make you one. Mind you, this shut down. Y'all weren't going to see me no more. I said, I'll make you one. And that's when I made Baltimore Live. And I even told y'all 10, 10, 24 again. This is not going on because of them rap. I love, y'all know, my favorite rap, I said, I'm proud of saying, is well, not favorite rapper, but the favorite Baltimore rapper is Moose. And he's from Baltimore. So, so no, I'm not trying to say, oh, I don't know. That wasn't my page. Am I a fan of rappers? Oh, do I listen to rap? Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I do listen to rap music. I don't know none of them guys. And again, I will tell y'all again, this was happening before I made the page. And again, I made the page for my brother that said I whipped my head. And I was like, okay, boom, I can make it. But I said, I'm going to get it started for you. And in the meantime, I'm getting it started, right? Not knowing nothing about IP address. You hear it, but you don't know how it works, right? And I'm like, yeah, I can get it going, yeah. And I'm starting to enjoy it myself, like promoting these people for free, right? And people and then people, it was just growing. The Instagram. I had YouTube and Instagram. The YouTube's page still up, but the Instagram, I'm like, wow, it was growing. I mean, it was growing. Would have been doing really well today, right? Here they come. Friend requests, whole pages that look like me. Whole Instagram pages, guys, that look like me. I'm like, is this? I'm taking a deep breath. Did you see what I'm saying when I say I think they trying to make me, you see you see why I say, is they really trying to make me go crazy? Like, I'm like, okay, somebody follow me. Let me check this page out. And it's really faces of me with clothes that I've worn in the past on here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'll take a picture on Instagram. Like, I could not believe real faces, right? I'm like, God, what is going on? So they following me on the Baltimore Live Instagram, these fake AI pages. Again, guys, who was it? Who was it that said? I think was it. It was somebody who was talking about AI pages. They make fake AI pages, so you know I'm not lying. I was the first one who talked about it 10/10/24. I said, guys, they made a page of me. That freaked me out. I said, you know what? And before then, I said on 10/10/24, it was random black girls. Because remember, my Twitter name, I used to, is a picture of Nina Simone. And I used to study Nina Simone and I like, oh my goodness, she like me. She kind of looked like me in her younger days, So I just put a picture of Nina Simone and started, and you start listening to her songs and stuff. It was really crazy, right? When I was doing that, right? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make and that's how my Twitter name, Nika Simone. I think Nika, my old Twitter, but it's still up. Flowers and Jelly, it's still up. Nika Simone. So, I was, like, okay, these pages before they made a fake page, an AI page of me, they was making AI pages of black girls, and then in their caption and fake pages, of course, fake whole accounts, but their names would be misunderstood. Nina Simone, just you see the small little things, mind you, on the Baltimore Live page. I forgot about Twitter, forgot about this. I wasn't gonna come back to this. I'm trying to start a page for my brother. I'm like, well, what is going on? And I didn't know about AP addresses, so my phone was connected to anything. Like once they had that, they can get into see whatever I'm doing, right? So that's when I was like, oh, okay. So then once they made the page about me, I was like, you know what? I'm shutting this down. I just can't. So I was already done with the whole social media altogether. I'm like, and again, all this was going on, but still trying to pray it away. I'm like, I don't want nobody to know. I just want to talk to God. God, just take it away. But long story short, got away. Oh, it stopped and went back. It stopped and came back in. But long story short, guys, he did not take it away. It's still here. I'm going to, and this just kind of like was a video of, an update from 10/10/24. Like I said, before I came live, I made the video, that quick video, because I don't play that live that I was telling y'all that. See, I told y'all, y'all saw for yourself, and then when I went back to play it, y'all didn't see him. And maybe no, it wasn't because the angle wasn't right. I was right there. I even stopped and watched it, but every time I zoom in, it'll pop back out. So yes, that is what I'm going to show that day, that live date, the day they was following me, and all that day. And that's what this channel going to be about. Yes, I'm going to still be doing videos about my thoughts. So I'm not going to stop that, but yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. Why I keep holding it, and I wrote everybody, the White House, the Trump, everybody, Senate's, nobody responds. So I'm just going to put, with my what I have out there. But I will say this. It's safe to say, everything you hear I was the first one who talked about it all. 10/10/24. Everything. The following, the helicopters, the airplane. I literally was saying all that on 10/10/24. The government is wicked, guys. And so yeah. I am going to I am going to probably not nobody on now because it went out and came back in. But guys, I'm gonna end this live. It's going on 12. I hope we don't get snowed in, but if we do, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'll come back to y'all tomorrow. No, it's supposed to snow Sunday night, but I may come back to y'all live. But I'm gonna try to get the video out tonight. No, not tonight. Tomorrow. Alright, guys, I think y'all, and look, and let me tell y'all something. I know I don't have a lot of engagement. Like when I end my live, I always got like 80 strong. And I know y'all, and I, like I said, even my therapist said, these, I know a lot of these people are on, and she told me how to, channel it. I think I did really good today. I'm telling y'all get black people, get a therapist. Get a therapist. Get a therapist. And though I, you know, didn't see her in years, and I decided to call her to see why am I keep stuttering, and even the last time I saw her, she just put everything together. Like, what? And I haven't even talked to her no more. But she therapy, they really work with you. They really help you. And she even told me something as simple, how to channel where I won't cry, and I think I did good. But yeah, guys. But yeah, I feel good, feel great. If y'all don't have that Zoe, that get that Zoe. Anybody who got dark spots, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna come on live tomorrow and show y'all that my dark spots are gone. I'm my dark cheeks, not dark spots. Always had clear face, but my cheeks was getting big, and I feel great. I'm still losing weight. So last time I came to y'all, I was 21 pounds lighter. Now I'm 20, little 5 pounds, 26 pounds lighter. So again, by my birthday, I want to be 50 pounds lighter by 50. So yep, and God is good. I am blessed. Highly favored. You know, I just wanted to tell y'all about, my uncle, because, just because I knew they knew, and I just don't want to hold nothing from y'all. I just don't want to keep nothing from y'all. I want this to be an open book of, because to let y'all know, my life is honest living. I don't know why this is happening, but I'm going to put them out there, put the videos out there, and let the videos lay where they may. But I'm putting my story out there. But again, remember, guys, I was the first one. Everything you hearing, I was the first one who said it on 10/10/24. 10/10/24. The first, like, even with the helicopters, the airplane following, like, I was the first one. The AI, the taking, the getting your phones and getting stuff out your phone, downloading the app to get stuff out your phone. Like, all that, I said this 10/10/24. So the first one. So I don't know what this all mean. I wish the government would just leave their own Americans alone. Y'all know, and again, I told y'all so many times, if anything, I was just living a dishonest life. I wouldn't even came to y'all knowing that, I'm in this life of crime or that life of crime. Like, nothing. Always had a fun-filled life. Always was just going whenever I want. Coming and going. Always hung around good people, and always watched how I hung, watched who I hung with. I was always that small girl, and always in the back of my mind, what will my brothers think? I'm not, but my brother, because my brothers knew everybody. They're here. What's going on, right? So I can't mess with you. My brother's gonna get me. So always just took care of myself and loved myself, and respected myself, and had morals and dignity. And even if I didn't have brothers. If I didn't have brothers, I still think I would have these morals. I would have morals. I would have dignity. I would have pride. I would love me enough to respect me. Because growing up, I always saw how guys treated girls who didn't, right? So I take that back. It was not because my brother's gonna get me. My brother's gonna hear that I talk to you. Like, no, I take that back. I just loved myself, and like I told y'all in many of my lives, I seen how they treated a girl who respected herself versus a girl who you heard had everybody, or everybody had them. But so yeah, I always lived a good, honest life. So yeah, I was just that girl that always was on a go, always having fun. Would drive, just take a drive to DC, and I was just, think about it. And of course, I wouldn't do this in this day and time, even if I was young. If I was in my 20s and teens again, I wouldn't. If we was in this climate today, You think I'd be like, come on, let's go to DC and go in the grimiest neighborhoods? Like, what? Never. But this is what we used to do and used to have fun. Of course, it was my idea. Like, I was always want to go, wanting to do something, go to New Orleans and just go. Let's find a hood. You know, like we just had fun and nobody like you hear about people like getting robbed and stuff. Like none of that. Like I'm telling you, if God wasn't with me, right? You can't tell me that there's no God. And became friends with him. But of course, a lot of these people. But of course, over the years, everything just people get old. Everything just naturally fall by the wayside. Not no beefs or nobody. I don't know if they got. This is in other cities or whatever. I don't know if they got killed or whatever. This is everything. Just you get older and just. But good times, but always was that person. So that respected myself and watched where I hung out and what I did. And so again, I don't know why this is happening, but one day I still pray to God every single day that, I will find out why, why me. So. And it's still just happening to me. None of my brothers, none of my family members, just me. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But I'm ready to go. It's been fun. I'll come back tomorrow. Let's hope it don't snow. I don't like snow. I love sun. I want the sun to be out. I want everybody to be just happy and going out, being free. Don't be snowed in. Let's not. I hope it don't snow. I hope it don't snow. I don't want no snow. So, but like I said, if it do, I'm ready. I got my little DIYs. I'm old, y'all. So, all right, peace. See y'all tomorrow.